For Chasm Radio, I'm Farm Director Joel Gill, broadcasting at the 2018 Minnesota Pork Congress here in Minneapolis. Kenny Strobel joining us, one of the pork ambassadors this year. Kenny, thanks for joining us, and refresh everybody's background on yourself and your family, please.
Yep, I'm Kenny Strobel from Pemberton, Minnesota. I currently attend the University of Minnesota Twin Cities. I'm going for applied economics and animal science, and a junior. And I have a farm down in Pemberton, Minnesota, like I said I was from, with my dad being Greg Strobel and my mom Robin Strobel, along with two brothers, Matthew and Ryan.
So what's it like? Of course, in the pork industry, this is kind of the main event for the year. It's got to be neat to just kind of be involved in all aspects.
Yeah, it's a little different. You can see a bunch of producers all piled in one room together and seeing exactly what is working for them and what not, and the new technology that's coming about with each year, with different gestation stalls, ferret stalls, what can be better for that, and even different heat lamps, for instance, something that's so simple, but obviously something that we need to improve on every day to save costs and obviously be more efficient.
Kind of define what a pork ambassador does. I'm sure you're really trying to connect with consumers, correct?
Yeah, we're almost the voice of the youth, but yet even the more older generation too, just trying to connect to everyone. So it's both, we go to Orange County so far. We've gone to the state fair. I did all 12 days there. We got to do a promotion booth. I got to work with the sow at the state fair. So I got to talk a lot with consumers, exactly what we do on a day-to-day operation, and just relaying the message. We're not so dumbing it down so much, but just so they can understand better. It's just if I were to ask something about a car salesman, maybe he's telling me his day-to-day operation, what he should do. So it's been a fun experience.
How would you rate how good is the pork industry connecting right now? Do you think we're doing a good job in that manner?
I think it's a heck of a lot better job than my brother. He was actually a first runner-up pork ambassador in 2011, I believe. And I think from only 70 years later now, I think that's been a huge feat what we've been able to do. I think the We Care slogan's been great. The Be Inspired, I think it's showing that everyone really wants to care and wants to get the message to consumers. They want at the end of the day, for a fact, everyone takes care of their animals the best they can, and no one's trying to neglect them. And obviously, if they do, we want those people out. It's not like we're trying to keep them around. So,
in your interaction, did you run into a common misconception or a common question or a common concern at all?
Yeah, mostly at the state fair, I got asked because there's everyone kept saying there's the runt. And I was in reality, yes, he is smaller, or he or she, whatever, if it was a gilt, is smaller, but I think at the end of the day, if it wasn't just the sow himself, it might get fostered to another mom with the same size litter. So he wouldn't obviously, we're not trying be like Wilbur, the movie about it, where we're going to obviously end it humanely or something like that. We're trying to make sure it can live and obviously prosper. So that was the biggest question. And probably tail docking, they didn't really understand why we did that and the reason for that. So it was great to hear the questions like that, obviously explain to the consumer more why we're doing anything on a day-to-day basis, especially with piglets. They mostly have questions about them.
One final question. I'm always so envious of somebody your age who has so much direction already in what they want to do and have that decision made. What drives you to be involved in the pork industry in this manner into the future?
I have to thank, first off, my brothers, Ryan, Matthew, and my deceased brother, Jake, too. So, they've been a big part of everything I've been involved in. Ryan wants to be a veterinarian at the University of Minnesota and currently has a job at Suade. So seeing his involvement with the pork industry and him doing that, obviously my father and my mom, they always play a big part. My mom always encouraged me to just expand beyond my range, what's not comfortable. So I can tell you for a fact, when I first started out, I wasn't the best public speaker until so they've just definitely, my family has helped me just become more ambitious and actually want to do more, because most people can just be ordinary, but it's the extraordinary ones that actually make a difference in the world.
Pork Ambassador Kenny Strobel joining us here at Minnesota Pork Congress 2018. For Chasm Radio, I'm Joel Gill.